I spent some time listening to my YouTubers again, to my favorite YouTubers, and working offline on some forbidden parts. So let's see which parts did we finish. This one we just solved it, and this one got solved, and there you go. Save is not done. Oh my god, do I need to do this? God. Why did you select me to get bothered with this kind of... So we need to deal with the save function. And unfortunately, there's no way to run away from it. So let's give it a try. So the first thing we need to make sure is the APCP is selected. Did I start the screen? Yes, you did. Did you start the timer? No, you didn't. Start the timer, damn it. So we need this guy to be selected. And now we need this guy to be selected. And we need to reference the idiot. So we need to do some kind of temporary pointer for animation layer slot. And this guy is the animation that we are dealing with, the layer slots thing, and we need to find x where x ID is equal to, I believe it is an ID, right? Let's make sure that we are mumbling, not this guy. This is animation layer slot. That's the inner class. Here, the ID. And it's funny I didn't make it protected internal for some reason. This is not consistent. Some of them have properties, some don't. Oh well. At least it's not bigger issue, but yeah, I shouldn't do some of them and some of them not. I believe this is the only one that doesn't have protected internal or public. But let's live with that. And apparently, we don't have any kind of ways to protect ourselves from adding duplicate. Hopefully these guys check for duplicates. Let's take a look. Yeah, at least this guy check for duplicates, thanks God, or it will be a shame. So the one that we are need to point to is this guy text. So now we have a pointer that we can play with, and we need to update all the data in it. So God. Actually, this is will be a little bit messy because no, this is more complicated than what I thought. Actually, maybe that's why I left it for later. The order in here is, how to put it? It's very important because it's very it's the order of the printing on the screen. Is the main printed first? Yes. Is there something behind it? Then I add before and that's what's mean it's printed before the domain. And then the weapon comes, and then the hands comes. So the order is important, and we can change the name as the same thing. So the first thing we need to make sure that the name of this guy is it the same or not. If it is the same, then we can just update the data and that's it. If not, then we need to play around or maybe not. Maybe not. Based on what do we load the order? That's the question. Is it based on the ID or is there another kind of so when I select the APA in here, I'm sorry I'm confusing you to hell, but hopefully I will try to clarify when I figure out what's going on to make some clarification. Cornflakes. After making some cornflakes, clarification became cornflakes all of a sudden. Look at that. A lot of issues, don't you think? So we are dealing with it as the order of the ID. So actually no, there's no difference. If we change the ID, that's it. We change everything. So we need to clear the list and reinitialize it. So let's bother ourselves with changing the data one by one. So the first thing that we need to change is the ID, and we need the new ID, which is the text in here. Layer ID ATAP3. And this is what's bothering me the most. Apparently, this guy doesn't bother with duplicates. Let's test this theory, because no, this is not Game Theory channel. Even though they have views and they have fans and they have subscribers, but no offense, I don't want that kind of subscribers, I guess. If saying illogical things and label them as logical is more than enough to make subscribers, then just because it sounds as cool, so cool is bigger than logic. So let's try this. Let's add the same name of the weapon slot in here and add after. And no, it seems it didn't like that because the duplication check is inside these two functions. Okay. So if I type different thing, like in here, so it added, but if I click add after, it will tell me it's invalid name. So alright. So we need to check if the name is not the same, and if the list have the name, and if it just, oh my god, this is not good at all, not good. Because okay, there's another way to check if there's two names. No, that doesn't make sense as well. What I'm trying to do now, it's a problem that I faced many times, and yet I'm struggling to solve it immediately because every time it have different face. What if I want to change the name of weapon into hands? Like changing this hands and click save. It will screw up because now we have two hands and this is not acceptable. We need to avoid that. So if I select hands and say weapon and click on save, it should return normally. Now let's do the example again. Hands. If I click on save and it checked if hands exist, then it should say it's invalid. But this is not the issue. What if I don't want to change the name? And I click on save and I have the same condition. Does the weapon exist? I say yeah, then the weapon exist. And it won't save the changes because we didn't change the name. So yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all. So what we need to do is to play some logical game. We need to know the index of this guy and then check if the name exists but not the same index. Then we say it's invalid. So let's do that. So we need a temporary number in here to save the index. And this one will equal to this one. But instead of find, we need to find index. So now we know the index. I'm sorry if I take my time breathing and getting the hot air out so loud on the microphone. I could use find again, but this won't work this time. We need to use the old-fashioned, the loop, unfortunately. So we can say for int I is equal to 0, I is less than this guy, count I plus plus. I don't know, I feel I'm just building a tank to push a sapling or something. If I is equal to temp index, continue, and continue should be belong to the for, and if this idiot set id is equal to the name, where's the name? Where's the if statement? Then we do console write line. I shouldn't use console write line because whenever I use this program for real, I need to exchange all console write line into message boxes or something. So let's do something different. ls list a tab 3 back color is equal to color red and return. Of course, because we are doing such a brutal task by writing such code for such a simpleton task, take it easy, right? Oh god. we need to do this. So if we have a duplicate name, this guy get angry at us. Now we can do the changes. So the first thing we want to change is the ID, which I already done. Then we need to clear the items. So let's take a look on the animation layers. Slot, not the animation layer. Animation layer slot. Do you mean? Yeah, just, oh god, wee, a lot of glasses. What is this class for? Oh yeah, the general, yeah. So we need to reset these two and fill them up with the new ones. So hopefully this will be an easy task because we are already having an add function. So after recleaning them, we need to add them. Oh. Actually, I could just clone it. I just could clone it actually. Because all of the data, let's just do that. Let's just do that. Because we already made the stuff to clone. So, actually, just in case, let's clear them. The clearing is not necessary, but we can just do that. Maybe if I use destruct to remove them from the memory will be better, but how about to test this? But first, before we do anything, let me refresh the what I was going to say. I was going to say something I completely forgot. Let me close this before I confuse myself to hell. Now I believe this is the one that refilled the idiots. So let's give it a try. So the first thing we are going to try is to change the name of one of the slots into an existing name. And nothing happened. Oh. Debug. Let's see what the hell is going on. Yeah, sometimes it's really dangerous to make assumption and keep on making assumption without checking what the hell is going on because maybe something very silly that you have done caused a problem. So let's see what's going on. This one is selected. and and it is the first object, and this one selected as the second object. So we take the temporary and it is the second object. We just made sure. Actually, I could use this one instead of this one. That will save some time. That will save an index, an integer variable. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Because this is exactly this one. And if it is not, then there's something really big going on wrong. So, so this one should be the weapons, which have the accepted layers 1H and 2H, and have 4 slots with angles and position. This is a position, this is an angle, and this is enlargement, which I never used, even for examples. And the last one was 0, which is the final position, but no, this is not correct. This should be, yeah, this is not correct. Guess I didn't save it correctly. Or it didn't change the data of the last index. I'll see what's going on. So here it will check all the names, and I is 0 and this is 1, so it will check. And this one name is main, and the one we have is weapon, so it's alright. This is the weapon one, so we will ignore. And this is the last one, which is hands, and we have weapon, so no problem, so it continues. And the new name is weapon, we didn't change it. So what's going on here? We cleared these and we cleared these, and then we clone. I wonder if I clone it correctly. So yeah, it cloned correctly. And then we clear the items and we add them. Now why did it crash? Let me guess. This is the clear one. Maybe because I didn't do reinitialize. Let me do both reinitialize. I believe because we took a pointer of this guy. No, we didn't. Let me do reinitialize, just in case. Let me check what this sucking reinitialize do. To be honest, my head is not working correctly. I should analyze more the problem, but I'm working without analyzing now. I'm just suggesting to myself, oh, maybe it is this problem. No, the good programmer doesn't do that. Seriously. Just because I was working since midnight doesn't give me an excuse to do this. So this is where the code crashes. I believe the cloning didn't work that good. No, it worked that good. Then what's the problem? What's the freaking problem? Something with this guy screwed up, I'm telling you. But let me do the reinitialize as I said. It might try to do something with the leftover, and we don't want to do or work with leftovers. So let's do this, and just to make sure that things were working, they changed the name into weapons 2. Look at that, it didn't update the right thing. Give me a second. So the name didn't change for some reason. Maybe I'm doing something horribly wrong. Let me take a look. When is this guy is set? Come on, cell phone. Shut the hell up. I thought this guy gets changed every time we change something. But it seems this is might be not the case. So this one is aha, here you go. We didn't update this thing. So no, the update the GUI, silly you. It's not the other way around. So you see, each one of them, each one of these guys update their BART, and yet something went wrong. So let's return to save once more time and take a look before we do the reinitialize. I want to take a look why this thing screwed up. Oh, maybe the temporary list didn't get me. We will see about that. Give me a second. I believe there's a temporary list too, no? Hopefully not, because look at that. No, this is the one that we are dealing with, but there's no list. Take it easy. Take it easy. Let's do that in a smart way for a second. Heck, you in a smart way? Are you kidding me? Current layer slot didn't get changed. So this one selected based on the name, and it found it. But the funny part is, it says there's no current layer slot for some reason, and I'm sure it should have 4. So let me go to the temporary one and go to the second layer slot. And what do we have here? I believe we have a corrupted file case. We got ourselves a corrupted file. So let me try to adjust the last one instead. Or let's remove it. Unfortunately, there is no way to set where this guy belonged to. And this is very bad programming, you can see. And let's give it the... Oh! What the hell's going on? If it was empty, it shouldn't... I'm sorry, something is fucked up. Something is totally fucked up. I mean, if these data are not saved, how did he know the position? Look, there's a position. Even though this one is the wrong one, but still. Let me save. So, let's go to the layers. And the current layer slot is still 0. But this one have 4. Which are correct. But this one is empty. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Oh! Look at that. Look at that. Silly you, silly you, silly you. Sabotaging yourself by yourself. Silly you. It's a pointer. It's not value. This thing is a pointer. You silly good for nothing. And wait a minute, if this is a pointer. This is killing me. Yeah, this is a pointer, so anything I do to it, it gets screwed up. That's why when I cleared it, it's screwed up. And cloning it should fix that. That's the issue. Cloning the new data should fix the problem. So what went wrong? What went wrong? What went wrong? What went wrong? So let's fix the last one as a good example. And this one should be here with an angle of 0. And give it a little bit notch in here. And a little bit lower. Lower in Y, that means higher in on the ground. And save. So the layer the second one is the weapon and it has 4 slots, and the original one have 0 in all of them, which is wrong, and we want to fix it by giving the last frame some data, and it didn't get fixed, so this thing is a crap. So let's take a look on this. Are you screwing with me on purpose? What the hell? Um, not you, you. Alright. Uh-huh. I don't know. These kinds of problems, I love them. I can waste 30 minutes, 30 hours, 30 days, and it just look at that. 35 minutes and it's still smiling at me. Like, oh god. I need to rest my head for a few minutes. Someone on street will be lucky because he will get a free iPhone. It might have some scratches, the glass might get shattered, but he will get a free iPhone that he can resell or keep or use. In a few minutes, just a few minutes, some lucky bastard who's living around, walking on street in the morning, will get a free iPhone. For no reason at all. It just, I don't care if it's broken or not. He's lucky because he got the precious thing that I got as a gift. No, I shouldn't throw it. It's a gift. Alright. So where were we? For some reason, the data are not I was going to say monetized, believe it or not. And oh my. Give me your fucking error. Yeah, when that happened, try to avoid Control Z because sometimes he screwed up your whole GUI or screwed up your whole code and get it way back, and it's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. So let's focus a little bit and have a little bit of dance. Let's have a dance. First of all, he threw me somewhere that totally abandoned. And we are not dealing with Fab 7 anymore. So let me close it. And we are not dealing with Fab 5 either. So let me close it. And I don't think this is tab 6, this is for the equipment. There we go. Wait, is this the accessory type? Man, this code is huge. Yeah, this is the wrong tab too. And this one is huge, 600 lines. No, only 420 or 40 or something. Give me a second. I'm looking for where this thing is changed, and I wanna check out if any of them have an issue. Because we are dealing with pointers now. And this is all pointers games. So we might change ourselves twice actually. And I mean changing yourself and then yeah, this is the whole issue, isn't it? I mean cloning yourself won't give any benefit. But no, this we are cloning that one, not this one. This one is totally innocent. Layer slot. No, this is no, it is the layer slot. What is this? Is this a reference? So anyhow, I'm going to play some games in here because I have some doubts in a lot of things. But one of the doubts is this guy might be not a reference. And this is quite dangerous. Because we changed this guy and it seems it didn't work. But what's bothering me the most is this guy didn't change. So something is funny going on. And I cannot put my finger on it. Second of all, who's responsible on changing the blinking in here? Take it easy. What's the name of this sucker? I start to lose my patience. LSX ATAP. I start to lose my patience. So this guy have K press and check up. Is it 3 or is it 4? Ah, it is 3 actually. Dude, don't do that to me. LSX8 tab 3. And this is the leaf function, so we got the name. Oh, it is in here! Smart Pants! It is in here! No, you shouldn't be here. That's why I was looking for hours for your idiotic position and I couldn't find it. Oh my... Should be somewhere in here. So this guy should get updated with the new numbers, and yet when it gets cloned, it doesn't appear that it gets changed. So what now? Didn't I change this already? Yeah, I deleted it and replaced it with this one. Did I mess up something that I should have messed up? So get ready to get irritated a little bit. And I apologize for my anger. My anger purse just went to the roof because this idiot is unbelievable. And the idiot that I'm referencing to is myself, I fear, because I was referring to my code, and my code is me who made it. So the only idiot existing here is me. So what the hell is this function? Okay. No problem. So this guy gets a new point, it should. So apparently this guy have a point now. So it is not 0, 0 anymore. Let's save. So this guy is still, oh, it changed the point, okay. But it still has, no, it changed the point. Maybe I wasn't reading it right. Maybe apparently I wasn't reading it right because I was angry. I was checking the 3 zeros and I thought it didn't save 0, 0, 0 and I didn't check these numbers. I guess my anger scared me badly and made me assume some of the stuff. So now the list is empty and it should add the new list and then reinitialize. The position, it didn't change. So maybe this guy doesn't return a reference. So let's see. I didn't finish watching that video, damn it. Oh well. C# does find return reference. Find method searches for an element and matches the condition defined by the specific predict. Just like that, predict. Okay, specified predict, and returns the first occurrence with the entire list. And returns the first occurrence. Return type value. I believe, yeah, that's what's mean. Yeah, I have already been screwed up with this first and find function several times because how to put this? I tried several times to change the value by saying like this is equal to something, and it says no, this is not a variable, not a property, not an index. So it might be the reason. So there is a quick fix to do that. Is by using the index, silly you. Silly I will start curse, I'm sorry. What are you? Because we already know which index we are selecting, and it's exactly the same index in the list. Why don't we just use it instead of using a simpleton way of doing the find? So let's fix this for the 100 million times before I lose my patience even more, and save. So if we click on weapon, go up there. Maybe because I didn't leave the stupid thing. Let's give it another try. Like this. Okay. Save. You are defending the wrong guy. You are defending the wrong guy, my friend. So what's going on? What's going on? After doing all of this crap, and I'm still facing problems with references, believe it or not. Maybe I'm not in the right mood to waste a whole hour on this. Maybe just, I don't know. So the temporary thing, the second layer, the fourth one, have the position 0, 0, which is correct. Now this thing should be a reference to this idiot. Which have the position of 0, 0. But this thing have the position of fucking 0. Yeah, I'm doing a long face palm. Give me a moment. Maybe I need a camera to show that sometime, but unbelievable. This video is totally useless. Totally, it's just a completely and utterly a huge waste of time. Utterly waste of time. And the thing is, I don't want to curse in front of the camera. No, I don't want to curse at all, to be honest. I used to have anger issues, and it took me a long time to fix that by changing the way how I think about the things. And it took a while. I'm telling you, it took a while. I still get really angry when someone in front of me get angry. I cannot control that yet, but when I'm alone, I try my best to control my freaking anger. And this thing is just kills me off sometimes. So apparently some freaking fucker is changing this value because we just checked on where's the leave function on the update side. This is the update section, and there should be a small function that change this one, and this one should update the point. You know what? Forget about the point. Forget about everything. Forget about the soul, the earth, the dinosaurs, the existence, the mothers, the life, the schools, everything. Let's change the name. Nope, it doesn't change the name. So once again, we are going to come here and ask him, buddy. Hello, buddy. How are you, buddy? What if I change this into 12, buddy? And yeah, let me go and check the name for a second, just to make sure that this thing has changed for real, just to make sure. And let's pause it, return back, press enter. So this guy ID or it is weapon 2, and now the ad is weapon 2. Wait a minute, let's change it into weapon 3. So it was weapon 2 and now it is weapon 3. Beautiful. Save. Weapon 3. Weapon 3. Weapon 3. Weapon. So this is not a real reference. Frick it. Frick it, frick it, frick it. No, take it easy, 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 take it easy. Take it easy. Why this thing is not a reference? Can I say that? Isn't this an object? This is an object, right? It's a local variable, right? What if, no, this is totally, doesn't make sense. What is this? Animation, layer slot. Do you know what? So this was weapon, and now it's weapon 2. So for some freaking reason, that thing wasn't a pointer, which defies all kind of sense, if you ask me. What did I do? What did I do? I mean, yeah, this give a clone, but that thing was a reference. I don't get it. I really don't get it. This is an object, and you can't just send these by values. So let's give it a try for the last second. let's fix the last point. I have an issue that they need to move this back and forth before it save. And I know why, because the guy who update these values is called by this guy, and it's kind of hard to get it out. So when I click on save, or weapon I mean, the fourth one saved now. So this is the moral of the lesson for today. Being an angry monster and a Green Hulk won't solve programming issues. Calm down, and then there's a huge possibility that, not a huge possibility, much better possibility to solve them, then you get angry. Thank you for watching, and see you in part 26.